Today was a day that signifies the commemorating of the SS Hare that sailed in here in 1913, bringing with it food aid for families that were caught up in the 1913 lockout.
You look back at what happened 100 years ago, over £90,000 was raised in the UK by the TUC. Trade unionists in Britain, who were on poverty wage at the time, they were all paid sixpence each, and that comes to £90,000. We've just been told here that the equivalent of that today is €20 million. So that was solidarity in them days with other people in struggle. We need to get that back here today. We need to get people in communities. My own union, for instance, have started community branches right throughout Britain. And we need people to join the union, get together and say to this government, and here in Ireland as well where it's happening, enough's enough. And I'm hoping that we're getting to that stage.
In Dublin, a child born into an upper middle class professional family was 22 times more likely to celebrate its first birthday than a child born in the slums.
Throughout the speeches here today, there was continuous reference to the starvation of families. And obviously the starvation of families means the starvation and abuse of children. We had a long think about this and we said, look, if we make some gesture towards children, what children? And one of the committees suggested the Crumlin Hospital. We found it was fitting. We come up with the 20 grand through various initiatives and felt that we were doing something and making a mark. The trade union movement holds children and the welfare of children very high on its agenda.
This donation means a huge amount to us because over the last year and a half we have been working the public with the CRMF, with the hospital, to build a new cardiology unit, because our original unit was built in the 1950s and it was when there was no option for the children to have any surgical or medical option. So it's making a big difference, and I think it's very poignant that it's been given to us on a day where aid had come from the UK to the workers back in 1913. In our economic recession at the moment, the money isn't there for the health service. It isn't there for the children and for the people. The people that have been involved in this with the trade unions, they've had personal experience within our area and within the hospital. So they know the battles that we're fighting every day, no more than the workers did back in 1913.
Well, it's very important to remember, because people will tell you that whatever happened in the past is likely to happen again in the future. And although we're different type of people with different clothes and different buildings, there is people in Dublin struggling similar to the way the people in Dublin struggled 100 years ago, and that's a shame.